interesting. I actually originally worked in corporate environments post-college, and I realized that I really cared a lot about young children and families and that would be fun. So it was pretty much a leap of faith to say, let me try and enter the world of education, leave the perceived security of corporate America. An aunt that I had who was one of the first people to bring Head Start programs to the little city where I grew up. And even though I really didn't understand it as a child, what I remember most is that she never talked about it as a program for those children. She always talked about it into the context of every child being able to have access and opportunity. And it literally wasn't until I was in college that I realized that Head Start had eligibilities and requirements and that it was designed to give a start to kids that community thought wouldn't get one. So I really appreciate her for that. Because I believe that every child and every family deserves equal access and opportunity. And I think that our systems don't always allow that, and that education is a pillar. I really have spent a lot of my time trying to make sure that every child, every family, every caregiver has access and opportunity so they can turn out to be the best people they can be and contribute to our society. I'm really proud when I run into a student that I knew in preschool or kindergarten, and now they're adults living their lives. And I know one student in particular that was a senior communications officer for American Institute of Research, and I remember that she used to love to write stories when she was 4, so that makes me really proud. It is on all of our minds that education, opportunity, and access is being challenged, and people are trying to redefine it. I think that it's important to remember that there were efforts in history to make sure that some people didn't get education and access and that they failed. I believe we have more people who are committed to making sure we get the best out of all of our citizens, children, and families than there are people who don't. And so we should just, stay strong, stay in the fight, and make sure that everybody gets an opportunity to learn. I literally am 3 generations from slavery. And if I could make these kind of accomplishments, I can only wonder what my great-grandmother might think, because she didn't have these opportunities. So education is here to stay, and we're gonna make sure everybody gets some.